crazy. It seemed to happen all so fast. But life is funny like that sometimes. You never know what's gonna come at you or from where. All I know is I was leaving work on my way to pick up my son for the weekend when I noticed this car with tinted windows following me. So instead of having my son, I found myself in this chick's apartment staring out the window, wondering what the hell was going on and who was it outside that followed me here. I ran everything through my mind, but I couldn't make sense of it. And there was no doubt that I had to think of something fast.
Meanwhile, I was at work at the halfway house when my worrisome mother called, stressing me about Charles not being there on time to pick up our son. She was crying, saying that she needed to be leaving soon and that something had to be done, but the only thing she was doing was getting on my nerves, even worse than these knuckleheaded ass inmates in here were. God, I mean, I'm at work. What does she expect me to do? There's nothing I can do. It pissed me off more than anything. Look, I gotta go, Ma. I'm busy. Well, I'll call Charles then, Mom. Okay, what do you want me to do? I'm at work. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is call Charles and see what happens. Maybe he had to work late or something. Just wait. Damn it. Damn, look. I'll call you back. Give me 5 minutes. God, why me?
I was at home cooking dinner. I hoped that Darren would come through that door any minute. When I called his cell phone, he didn't answer. So I was wondering what was taking him so long to get home when I heard someone knocking at the door. But when I saw that it was Craig, somehow I just knew something was wrong.
I don't really know no good way to tell you this. So I'm just gonna say it. I heard that Darren got locked up a little while ago.
What? What happened?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Then how do you know?
Know what?
You know he got locked up. Are you high or something?
Oh, somebody called and told me.
What station did they take him to? What the fuck do you know?
I'm sorry, Debra. If I hear something else,
No, you know what? Don't do shit for me, Craig. I'll call around for my damn self.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing at all. I couldn't be fucking better. It was hours later, and I was still awake in my bed. I had put the cordless phone on Darren's pillow right next to my ear. And even though it was after midnight, I still had faith that he'll call as soon as he can. Besides, I couldn't go to sleep even after I wanted to.
Hey, babe. Sorry I couldn't call you. I knew you was worried, but I knew Craig would call you and tell you everything would be all right.
What happened?
There really ain't much to tell. Young dude came in looking at one of the cars I had on the lot. He wanted to see how it rolled, so we took it out for a spin. To make a long story short, we got pulled over. Youngin' had a pistol I ain't know nothing about. Thankfully, when the time came, he told him that. And he took his own beef, even though he acted scared to death. You look as if you don't believe me.
I do. It's just... Even though deep down inside, something just didn't seem right to me, I was just happy to have my husband safe at home with me. I love you so much, baby. I would be any good if anything was to happen to you.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about that, 'cause I ain't going away.
I called my best friend Jasmine and let her know that everything was all right. And we arranged to go to lunch the next day.
Deborah, you know you don't have to worry about Darren. Girl, you damn well know that if anybody can handle themselves, it's him.
I know, but it's just when you lose as many people that you love as I have, that fear is always there, you know? Like you always expect the worst. I guess it just makes me hold on that much tighter, even though Darren always tell me that I worry way too much about nothing. But last night it was so real. I felt what it was like to have him taken away from me. And that scared me. It scared me more than anything.
As we sat there and talked, it ate at me to hear Deborah talk about Darren's past and about how hard she worked to get him to give it up. Or so she thought. Because I knew those days weren't behind him. Shoot, a lot of people knew. But I never felt like it was my place to tell her that. The bottom line, Darren was a street dude to the core, and it will be that to the death of him. But you know the worst part about all of this? Was the fact that neither one of us had any idea that Darren and Charles were at odds with each other. However, we soon find out.
Still no word on Charles.
I've been at the job all morning. Still no show.
Well, if he ain't working, he doing something.
I'm telling you, he got his track shoes on, bro. If you ask me, I think we missed our golden opportunity to get him. Shit, the way it looks, maybe our last opportunity.
Shit, that nigga shook right now. That's exactly how I want him. You hear me? Wherever that nigga hiding, trust me, he will be touched. And one way or another, I'ma get mine, you hear me?
A nigga like Darren will tell you any fucking thing he wants to. And don't none of it mean shit. The only thing that matters is that you ready to move when he makes his. You sure Malik is ready for this shit? This is war, bro. And don't nothing come before that. Not even money. This ain't playtime. This ain't even business. This here is personal. It's life or death, Juan.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they actually did. But what else could I do? Leaving Darren has never been an option for me. And it still wasn't then. I told Darren that I couldn't trust him anymore, but that was a lie. I had no choice but to trust him. Because by me not willing to leave, I was trusting him with mine and my daughter's lives anyway. But I just couldn't shake that feeling that there was more that I didn't know. So I decided to do something that I never imagined I would. Like they say, when you go knocking on Satan's door, you better have it prepared when he answers it. So as everything played out, it would change everything we all thought we knew about each other. And Jasmine and I would be caught up in the middle of it all, which forever changed our outlook on what we thought love really was.